Good afternoon, students. Only 12 students are here. Guys, on my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Full. Okay, guys. Good afternoon. Last class we discussed the Juran trilogy. So there are three things in the Juran trilogy. One is the quality planning, and the quality control, and quality improvement. So these three things we discussed in the previous class. So okay, today let us discuss about Juran's 10 steps to quality improvement. Juran also was developed some 10 steps. That proposed 10 steps is for only for quality improvement. Okay, these when any kind of industry or organization is going to follow these 10 steps, so definitely the we will get the quality improvements. So these 10 steps indicates the quality improvement or key points for improving the quality improvement. So the 10 steps are build awareness of opportunity to improve, build awareness of the need and opportunity for improvement. So this is we need to build ourselves. And next is set goals for improvement. So definitely without goal we can't do anything. Definitely every industry and organizations or any kind of things. So definitely we should have some goals. So based on goal only, so we are going to work and we will plan accordingly to achieve the goals. Next is to organize to reach the goals. Okay, so after goals set by the industry or any kind of organizations, so definitely we will set the we will organizing the things to reach the goals or achieve the goals. The next is based on the goals. So there may be some goals cannot achieved by already existing workers. So suppose if you want any training in that particular area for the employees present in the industry, so definitely we can provide training to the employees. The next is carry out projects to solve the problems. This last class also we discussed the plan, do, check, and act. So the similar thing also going to happen here. So we are going to carry out some projects to solve the problems. So different kind of project is going to be solved based on the problem identification or where we need to improve things to achieve greater quality. So based on that we will do the several projects, and based on that projects, so we are going to solve the problems. And next thing is report progress. So based on the projects done and the training provided and planning, so based on that definitely we may have some tests or we may do some trial. So according to that whether we get the improved progress or not, so these things we want to know. So this is we need to set here. So the progress is going to be reported to the higher authorities or top level management superiors, and those who completed their work successfully, and when the people, the team is going to achieve a greater things in the industry or any kind of organizations, so definitely we should give some recognition to that job. And next is communicate results, whether we achieved something, whether we won something, or whether we improved the quality or whether we are going to continuously improving such things in the industry or futures or whatever may it. So definitely these things to be communicated to all the persons, those who are working within the organization or any kind of industry. So this should be communicated, so from top level to bottom level, so the communication should be shared properly. Next is we need to keep a score, okay, for each and everything. So we will fix a score, so based on that scores we can also give some rewards or awards and all the recognitions and all. And next is maintain momentum by making annual improvement part of the regular systems and the processes of the company. So we need to maintain a momentum because of making annual improvement part. The annual improvement is nothing but continuous improvement. So definitely continuously we need to improve the process. Once you achieved something within the industry or any kind of organizations, you just like you don't leave the jobs, so you need to go further or you need to do something in the existing systems. So this will be continuously developed and you should not stop at any cost or at any point of time. Okay, so this is what the Juran's 10 steps of quality improvement. Next is the Juran philosophy. Okay, the Juran philosophy, the main objective of the Juran philosophy is achieve high product quality, because most of the persons or most of the gurus always said to improve the quality in the product, quality, maintain a good quality in the industry. So Juran also said that, so we need to maintain a higher quality. So this is the philosophy of the uh, Jurans. The pursue quality in two levels, he said. One is the mission of the firm as whole is to achieve high product quality, and second thing is mission of each individual in the department is to achieve high production quality, because each and everyone is responsible for the error and each and everyone should take ownership and they should produce high quality of the product. So this is what Jurans said. And next is quality should be talked about in a language senior management understands. So that is money, the cost of poor quality. Quality should be talked about in a language senior management understands. So definitely, so if you want to improve the good quality, so definitely we should provide some awards and recognitions and all those things to the workers, those who are working within the industry or any kind of organizations. At operation levels, focus would be on conformance to specifications through elimination of defects, use of statistical methods. At operation level, be we should focus on conformance to specifications. The specification is nothing but what we record, what we have uh, data collected from the customers. That means in the need of the customer. So that specification should be always met out, and we should always eliminate the defects. So defects is very less defects. I think it is better zero defects. The zero defects concept also implemented by one of the gurus. And next is Philip Crosby. Okay, this Philip Crosby is author of popular book that is quality is free. This Crosby is known for his following contribution. He also made some of the contributions in the quality management, total quality management. Okay, first of all, we want to know about Crosby. Crosby is another person of American quality gurus who rose into international fame, and mainly thanks to his teachings on quality management. Next is he is best known for the concept. He is best known for concepts of zero defects and do it right first time. Do it right first time. So his main motto is zero defects. He is best known for the concept of zero defects. He is the person introduced to the zero defects, and he said always do it right in first time. And he has authored many books, as you see here. Quality is free, and another book is Quality Without Tears. And another book is Let's Talk Quality and Leading. And next thing is The Art of Becoming an Executive. And next is he was the founder and chairman of the board of Career, an executive management consulting firm. He also founded Philip Crosby Associates and Quality College. The main contributions of Crosby's is there are three contributions. One is the four absolutes of quality. The next is 14 steps to quality management. And third one is Crosby's quality vaccine. So okay, these are all the three contributions, and these are all this contribution is known to many of the industry. Many of the industries also following. Many of the gurus to improve the quality management. So many of the industries are still following many of the total quality management concept over here in this world. Many of the automotive industries and many kind of industries. Last class also we discussed. We have seen the Toyota manufacturing industry also following the Deming's principle. And next is four absolutes of quality. So we need to discuss about the four absolutes of quality. The first absolute is the definition of quality. The definition of quality is conformance. The definition of quality is the definition of quality. First absolute is the definition of quality is conformance to requirements, not goodness. Okay. So, what are the expectations or what are the requirements from the customers? So that is the main thing to improve the quality, and that is not considered as goodness. So we need to make any kind of product based on the customer requirements, and we need to fulfill the customer requirements based on the need of the customer. Okay, the system for causing quality is preventive, not appraisal. The second point is the system. Second absolute is the system for causing quality is preventive and it is not considered as appraisal. The third absolute is the performance standard is zero defects, not that close enough. Okay, so it should be zero defect is very much better. So it is not like that is close enough. Okay, the performance standard is always crossed by is said that it should be always zero defects. And next is the fourth absolute is the measurement of quality is the price of non-conformance, not indexes. So these are all the first thing, the four absolutes of quality, and the basic elements of improvement set by the Crosby. So this is as Crosby philosophy. So one is a determination and education and implementation. Determination is nothing but commitment by the top management, as we talked in the previous slides. So the management should always take some responsibility to achieve their goals or achieve their vision what they frame. So that is only helpful to improve the quality management within the industry or any kind of organization. So the basic elements of improvement, first thing is determination. So that is the important thing, that is commitment by the top level management. Based on that only the everything will be happen within the any kind of the organization or industry. The next is education. Education is employees towards zero defects. So we always insist our employees, or is there maybe any insufficient trainings or whatever may happen, or whatever the things they don't know the employees. So definitely we should make them trained in where they lack in their knowledge in the within the industry. So definitely we should improve the employees knowledge within the industry, and we will always educate them to become zero defects. The industry is always a zero defects industry. So we should always insist them. So based on that, we will ask them to take ownership, and we need to reduce the defects or any kind of malfunctions in the manufactured components. So that should be avoided. We should always ask the employees works towards the zero defects. That is ZD. Next is implementation. The process. So if you want to achieve a zero defects, then what are the process we need to carry out uh, to achieve the zero defects? So from the starting stage, initial stage to ending stage. So what are the things we need to follow, and what are the methods or procedures on what we need to follow that? So this is definitely we should take in care in our mind, and based on that we need to develop a process. That developed process would be always to focus on the zero defects. And next is the quality vaccine. He said that the vaccine is uh, explained as medicine for management to prevent poor quality. எப்படி நம்ம கொரோனாக்கெல்லாம் வேக்சின் போடுங்க, வேக்சினேஷன் பண்ணுங்க அப்படிங்கிற அதே மாதிரி திஸ் வேக்சின் இஸ் மெயின்லி யூஸ்ட் டு reduce the defects and to increase the zero defect quality product. Okay, in this, so integrity, systems, communication, operations, and policies are there. So these are all considered as vaccines, the quality cross-based quality vaccine. And next is there are 14 steps of cross-buy for quality improvement. That 14 steps are always focused to increase the quality of the product and the quality of the industry or whatever it is. These 14 steps is always focused to improve the quality. The first step is establish and ensure management commitment. The first thing is, this is everywhere, this is the first thing, it is going to start in first. So without the any kind of commitment, so definitely we will not achieve our goal or quality within the industry. So the commitment is very much important to establish and ensure management commitment. And next is form quality improvement teams for quality improvement process planning and administration. Form quality improvement teams for quality improvement process planning and administration. And third thing is establish quality measurements and evaluate the cost of quality and explain its use as management tool to measure waste. And next is raise quality awareness among all employees. And next is raise take actions to correct problems identified through previous steps, and establish a zero defects committee and a program, and train supervisors and managers on their role and responsibilities in the quality improvement process, and hold a zero defects day to hold the zero defect day to reaffirm management commitment, and encourage individuals and group to set improvement goals. And 11th point is obstacles reporting. Any obstacles is there or barriers is there, that barriers is the reasons for achieving the zero defects, so it should be removed or avoided. And recognize and appreciate all participants when they achieve a zero defects. So definitely, as I said earlier, we need to recognize or we may reward them, and we may motivate them. Okay, and cash prize also we can give, or promotions or whatever it is. So definitely we do some different things to motivate the employees. And next is establish quality councils to discuss quality matters on a regular basis, and do it all over again to demonstrate that the improvement process should never ends. So this is always come in each and everywhere, the continuous improvement word. This sentence is always there in each and every successful industry, because when you want to become a successful person or successful in industries, definitely you will improve yourself for any kind of industry. So they should always focus on their continuous improvement. So once you achieve, so you should not be free, or you should not be leave anything. So you should be do what next, and what we achieve next, or what we need to improve it. So this should always, we should think to stand by in the market and within the industry. You guys now here on small video.
Chef Juran was an American Romanian engineer who dedicated his life to quality management. He was also highly regarded by the Japanese. The Union of Japanese Scientists and Engineers invited Juran to Japan to teach them the principles of quality management as they rebuilt their economy, along with William Edwards Deming. Both of them received awards from the Japanese emperor. Juran founded the Juran Institute, which is today a leading quality management consultancy in the world. The Juran Trilogy is a quality management concept meant to reduce the cost of poor quality by planning quality into the product and process. The process includes quality planning, quality improvement, and quality control. Quality planning. In the planning stage, it is critical to define your customers and their needs. Only by understanding your customers are you able to define the requirements for your products, processes, services, systems, and then develop it. Planning activities should be done with a multidisciplinary team, meaning people with key interests and knowledge. The product and process must have features to satisfy the needs of the customer. Quality improvement. In this stage, there are four different strategies. Repair. This is becoming reactive. Fix what's broken. Refinement. This is becoming proactive. Continually improve a process that isn't broken. It is like the continuous pursuit of perfection. Renovation. Be innovative and creative to improve quality. Improve products and processes through innovation and technological advancement. Reinvention. This is the most demanding approach. It is recreating something. It is starting over with a clean slate or from the very beginning. It may
It may
require
require
discarding old
discarding old
ideas
ideas
and
and
making
making
new
new
ones.
ones.
Quality
Quality
control.
control.
This is the
This is the
control
control
phase wherein
phase
the
wherein the
organization must
organization must
determine
determine
what to
what to
measure,
measure,
what data
what
is
data is
needed to
needed
know
to
if the
know if the
process is
process is
working.
working.
This is
This
where
is where
goals are
goals
set
are
for
set for
performance.
performance.
It
It
requires getting
requires getting
feedback by
feedback by
measuring
measuring
actual
actual
performance
performance
and
and
improving the
improving the
performance
performance
of
of
those that do
those
not
that do
meet the
not meet the
goals.
goals.
Statistical
Statistical
process
process
control,
control,
or
or
SPC,
SPC,
is
is
applied
applied
using
using
several
several
tools
tools
like flow
like flow
diagrams,
diagrams,
fishbone
fishbone
diagrams,
diagrams,
and
and
control
control
charts.
charts.
Quality,
Quality,
according to
according to
Juran,
Juran,
is that the
is that
product
the
meets
product meets
customer
customer
needs.
needs.
And
And
quality also
quality
means
also
all of
means
the
all of the
activities in a
activities in a
business
business
is
is
engaged to
engaged to
ensure
ensure
that these
that these
needs are
needs
met.
are met.
Juran's
Juran
cycle
cycle
ensures this
ensures
kind
this
of
kind of
quality.
quality.
His
This
trilogy is the
trilogy
most
is the
important
most important
contribution
contribution
to
to
modern
modern
quality
quality
management.
management.
Purpose of this concept was to produce the products which are free from all types of defects. Although this seems to be hypothetical, but efforts are taken to minimize the defects. This can be also termed as products with near perfection. Zero defect program can be carried out by 6 steps. They are as follows. First step is challenge to employees. This is the principle of zero defect program. Employees in the organization are challenged to achieve zero defect in a product. Second step is pledge signing. All of the employees in an organization sign a pledge saying they will do their best to do their job right the first time. Third step is cause identification. Following this step, employees can identify the real problems and the parameters that can cause defects. Fourth step is inspection. Inspection is used to give a realistic picture of everything related to process. This includes inspecting the processes and taking care of actual numbers or parameters in process. Fifth step is defect cause removal. Main aim of ZD, that is zero defect program, is to remove the causes responsible for generation of defects. This can be done using quality tools like Pareto charts and fishbone diagrams. Quality tools I will be covering in my next video. Sixth and the final step is to motivate. Management must provide motivation to all the employees working in that organization. Employees who are not motivated cannot achieve the desired goal and can produce defects in the products. This can ruin the zero defect program. That's it guys from this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Get subscribed.
What is Bitrix 24? Free task management, free time track.
Okay, guys. Next is the barriers of TQM. So there are some barriers. I think this is also we discussed in the starting of the class, barriers and implementations of the TQM, where we lack to implement the TQM and what are the obstacles or barriers is enter into the total quality management when we are going to implement it. So this is also we discussed in the earlier class. So we can just today we just discuss small revision of the barriers of TQM total quality management. Okay. So the first thing is the TQM program is not properly uh, uh, sold to top management. Okay, the TQM uh, program is going to be explained briefly and in detailed manner what is mean by TQM and with TQM what we can able to do. So everything we need to tell in detail to the top level management, and we should discuss everything properly to the top level management about the total quality management. When we are going to implement it, what we can able to do and what we can't able to do and what we will achieve. So this is what we need to share to the top level management. Next is the supervision and involvement by the management is inadequate, and supervision and involvement by the management is inadequate. So once the management is one, so management is committed, or once the management is set the goal, when they didn't do the supervision, or when they fail to monitoring entire system, what may happen or what is happening within the industry or any kind of organizations, when their involvement was very less. So definitely it should also consider as barriers of total quality management, that management will not achieve their goals. And next is inadequate support, encouragement, and direction by top management. Okay, inadequate support, encouragement, and the direction by top management. If many of the persons are working very good, the leadership and teamwork also very good in the industry, but they are going to asking something to implement in the industry, or they have some queries to solve, or they may have some problems. They are going to approaching the management. So definitely they should consider their queries, their problems, and they should trying to solve it immediately so that they can achieve their zero defects as well as their goals and improve the quality also. And lack of follow up. So once set the goal and once set the process, if the industry is not going to follow up, so definitely gradually it initially it may go at very peak, everyone is good working at very good, and the month by month when it goes, the workers will be become very free when there is no monitoring, and when the management is not monitoring their progress, so definitely it may leads to failure. So to avoid this, the follow up is very much necessary of a total quality management. Weekly once they need to conduct a meeting, monthly review, weekly review, and they will get all data from the workers. Next is budget is insufficient to continue with the TQM program. Yeah, budget is insufficient to continue with the TQM program. So this is also another barriers. The next is the management may feel that too much paperwork is taking away much of the workers' time, and the management may feel that the scope of the TQM program is too broad, and poor attention uh, given to the customer feedbacks and complaints. And next is poor supply chain management can hinder total quality management. Race to get there in order to satisfy the bosses and keep up with the time. So these are all the barriers of total quality management. And as we know very well about the customer, we frequently talked about the customer. The customer is the most important visitor in any kind of premises, and he is not dependent on us. We are only the manufacturer or the organization is going to dependent on the customers. Okay, and the customer is not an interruption on our work, and the customer is always purpose of it. He is not an outsider to our business. We think we should maintain a good relationship, and we always ready to listen the customer weights and requirements or any kind of negative feedback also we should consider it. And next is he is part of it and we are not doing him a favor by serving him, and the customer is doing us a favor by giving us an opportunity to do so. So these are all the this word is said by the Mahatma Gandhi. And one more small video. So now just we look into the quality gurus. So there are many gurus are there. So they have implemented many quality improvement system in the most of the industries and organizations. So now just we look into that.
San Jacinto College for PTAC 2314 Quality Principles. This is the lecture for Chapter 3. Teacher or practice the field of quality, or the closer look at each of their contributions to quality and and how their continued influence guides quality principles today. Dr.
Dr.
Edwards
Edwards
Deming
Deming
lived
lived
from
from
1900 to
1900 to
1993,
1993,
and he made
and
it
he
a
made
mission
it a
to
mission
involve
to
senior
involve senior
management in the
management in the
process of
process of
creating
creating
an
an
environment
environment
of
of
continuous
continuous
improvement.
improvement.
In
In
1950, Deming
1950,
went to
Deming went to
Japan to help
Japan to
train
help
business
train
leaders
business
on the
leaders on the
concepts of
concepts of
statistical
statistical
quality
quality
control.
control.
His work was
His work
so
was so
influential that
influential
the
that the
highest quality
highest
award in
quality award in
Japan
Japan
is named
is
after
named
him,
after him,
the Deming
the
Award.
Deming Award.
Different levels of
Different levels of
quality.
quality.
Quality to
Quality
Dr.
to
Deming
Dr.
should
Deming
be
should be
defined in
defined
terms of
in terms of
customer
customer
satisfaction.
satisfaction.
This means that
This
there
means
are
that there are
differing
differing
levels or
or
values of
values of
quality.
quality.
Quality is what the
Quality is what
customer
the customer
needs and
needs and
wants.
wants.
However, since
However, since these
requirements can
requirements
change
can
over
change
time,
over time,
customers need to be
customers need to be
continually
continually
surveyed
surveyed
to
to
learn their
learn their
viewpoints.
viewpoints.
Two types of
Two types of
variation.
variation.
As
As
indicated,
indicated,
Deming
Deming
advocated
advocated
statistical
statistical
quality
quality
control,
control,
sometimes by the
sometimes by the
acronym
acronym
SQC.
SQC.
SQC does
SQC
not
does
mean the
not mean the
absence of
absence of
errors
errors
or absence
or
of
absence of
variation in the
variation in the
process.
process.
Instead,
Instead,
variation should be
variation should be
predictable and
predictable and
managed.
managed.
Chance
Chance
variations
variations
are
are
random,
random,
and Deming
and
believed
Deming
that
believed
searching
that
for a
searching
cause
for
of
a cause of
chance
chance
variations was
variations
not
was not
worthwhile.
worthwhile.
On the other
On the
hand,
other
the
hand,
cause
the
of an
cause of an
assignable
assignable
variation
variation
can be
can be
identified.
identified.
The
The
cause can be
cause can be
removed,
removed,
and the
and the
improved
improved
process
process
monitored to
monitored to
determine that
determine that
improvements were
improvements
indeed
were
made.
indeed made.
In
In
addition, Deming
addition,
believed that
Deming believed that
statistical quality
statistical quality
control was the
control was
only
the only
effective way to
effective way to
qualify
qualify
vendors,
vendors,
even if that
even
meant
if that
using
meant
a
using a
single vendor
single
to
vendor to
provide critical
provide critical
items.
items.
Dr. Deming
Dr.
was
Deming was
especially
especially
critical of
critical of
American
American
management
management
lacking the input
lacking
of
the input
workers
of
in making
workers in making
decisions.
decisions.
In the
In
first of
the
his
first of his
14
14
steps,
steps,
Deming
Deming
indicates that
indicates that
management
management
must remove the
must remove
barriers
the
to
barriers
training
to
and
training
provide the
and provide
proper
the
equipment
proper
for
equipment for
workers to be
workers
able
to
to
be
do their
able to do
jobs
their
right.
jobs right.
See page
See page
29 in your
29 in your
textbook
textbook
for
for
Deming's 14
Deming's
points of
14 points of
management,
management,
or there's a
or
separate
there's a separate
file
file
posted
posted
on
on
Blackboard.
Blackboard.
Joseph
Joseph
Juran
Juran
lived from
lived from
1904 to
1904 to
2008.
2008.
He was
He was
educated in
educated in
engineering at the
engineering at the
University of
University of
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Like Deming,
Like
he played
Deming,
a
he played a
significant role
significant
in the
role in
rebuilding
the
of
rebuilding of
Japan after
Japan
World
after
War
World
II.
War II.
Duran's approach
Duran's
was one of the
approach was one of
first
the
to deal
first
with
to deal with
broad management
broad management
concepts
concepts
rather than
rather than
specific
specific
techniques like
techniques like
statistical
statistical
methods that
methods
Deming
that
dealt with.
Deming dealt with.
Duran's
Duran's
definition of
definition
quality
of quality
focused on
focused
two
on two
ideas:
ideas:
fitness for
fitness for
use and
use and
conformance to
conformance to
specifications.
specifications.
Manufacturing a
Manufacturing a
product may meet
product
the
may meet the
definition of
definition of
quality by
quality by
conformance to requirements,
requirements,
yet be a
yet be a
hazard to
hazard
use.
to use.
For example,
For
a
example,
coffee
a
cup with a
coffee cup
hole
with
in
a
the
hole
bottom
in the
will
bottom
conform
will
to the
conform to the
requirement that
requirement that
coffee cups
coffee
must
cups
have an
must
opening.
have an opening.
However, the cup
However, the
does
cup
not
does
meet a
not meet a
definition by
definition
fitness
by
for
fitness
use,
for use,
since no one
since
wants
no
to
one
drink
wants
hot
to drink
coffee out
hot
of a cup
coffee
with
out
a
of a
hole
cup
in the
with a hole in
bottom.
the bottom.
Trilogy of
Trilogy of
management.
management.
Three
Three
management
management
processes, a trilogy, guide
Juran's quality philosophy.
These are
These are
quality
quality
financial
financial
planning,
planning,
quality
quality
financial
financial
controls, and
controls,
quality
and quality
financial
financial
improvements.
improvements.
Quality
Quality
improvement
improvement
addresses the
addresses the
ongoing
ongoing
process of
process of
improvement
improvement
necessary for a
necessary for a
company's
company's
success.
success.
In
In
particular,
particular,
Juran noted that
Juran
many
noted that many
quality issues
quality
are
issues are
interdepartmental.
interdepartmental.
That means that
That
if
means that if
one step in
one
the
step in the
manufacture of a
manufacture
product
of a
is
product is
lacking,
lacking,
the poor
the
quality
poor
is
quality is
passed on
passed
to
on
the
to
next
the
department.
next department.
Management should be
Management should
involved in
be involved
designing
in designing
appropriate quality
appropriate quality
processes
processes
since quality
since
issues
quality issues
cross
cross
department
department
boundaries.
boundaries.
Overlap with
Overlap
other
with
quality
other quality
gurus.
gurus.
Like
Like
Deming,
Deming,
Juran believed that
Juran believed that
motivational
motivational
approaches were not
approaches were
helpful
not
in
helpful in
establishing
establishing
quality.
quality.
See the
See
video
the
on
video
Deming's
on
red
Deming's
bead
red bead
experiment in
experiment in
Blackboard.
Blackboard.
Instead, Juran
Instead, Juran
preferred
preferred
setting
setting
specific
specific
goals and
goals and
developing plans
developing
to meet
plans
those
to meet
goals.
those goals.
Management is
Management is
responsible for
responsible for
providing the
providing the
necessary
necessary
resources to
resources
meet
to meet
quality goals.
quality goals.
Unlike
Unlike
Deming,
Deming,
Juran felt
Juran
that
felt
having
that having
multiple vendors
multiple
to
vendors
provide
to provide
supplies
supplies
would lead to
would lead to
quality
quality
improvements.
improvements.
A single
A
source
single
vendor
source vendor
could become
could become
lax in
lax
providing
in providing
quality,
quality,
cost, and
cost, and
service.
service.
Similarly,
Similarly,
Juran
Juran
recommended using
recommended using
statistical quality
statistical
control
quality control
methods.
methods.
However, he
However, he
cautioned against
cautioned
a
against a
tool-oriented
tool-oriented
approach to
approach to
quality.
quality.
Like
Like
Ishikawa, who you'll learn
Ishikawa, who
about
you'll
later
learn
in this
about later in this
module,
module,
Juran
Juran
recognized the value
recognized the
of
value of
quality
quality
circles to
circles to
increase
increase
communication between
communication between
management and
management and
workers.
workers.
There is a
There
short
is a short
video on
video on
Blackboard in which a
Blackboard in
student
which
at
a student
University
at
of
University of
Massachusetts
Massachusetts
shares how
shares
applying
how
Juran's
applying Juran's
trilogy to
trilogy to
nursing
nursing
can
can
improve
improve
healthcare delivery.
healthcare delivery.
Philip
Philip
Crosby.
Crosby.
Another
Another
influential
influential
management
management
consultant in the
consultant in
quality
the quality
industry was
industry
Philip
was Philip
Crosby, who
Crosby,
lived from
who lived from
1926 to
1926 to
2001.
2001.
Crosby
Crosby
emphasized zero
emphasized zero
defects
defects
and the
and
cost
the
of
cost of
non-conformance.
non-conformance.
He defined
He defined
quality as
quality as
conformance to
conformance to
requirements so
requirements
that
so
any
that
standard
any
of
standard of
performance meant
performance
no
meant no
defects or
defects or
perfection.
perfection.
Cost of
Cost of
non-conformance.
non-conformance.
In all
In all
industries,
industries,
defects cost
defects
money,
cost money,
waste
waste
time, and
time,
cause
and cause
frustration for
frustration for
workers and
workers and
managers.
managers.
The way to
The
measure
way to measure
quality, Crosby
quality, Crosby
believed, was
believed,
through
was
the
through
cost
the
of
cost of
non-conformance.
non-conformance.
Customer
Customer
requirements must be
requirements must be
translated to
translated to
measurable
measurable
characteristics
characteristics
for
for
all
all
products
products
and
and
services
services
produced by the
produced by the
organization.
organization.
Costs
Costs
associated with
associated with
not
not
meeting customer
meeting customer
specifications include
specifications include
rework,
rework,
scrap,
scrap,
material
material
costs,
costs,
and the costs
and the
of
costs of
resources
resources
wasted in the
wasted in the
production of
production
a
or
product
a
or
product
service
or
that
service
didn't meet
that didn't meet
requirements.
requirements.
Other costs
Other costs
associated with
associated
quality
with
are the
quality
costs
are
of
the costs of
failure,
failure,
inspection,
inspection,
prevention, and
prevention, and
customer
customer
goodwill.
goodwill.
Quality is a
Quality is a
process.
process.
Like
Like
Deming and
Deming and
Juran,
Juran,
Crosby stressed
Crosby
that
stressed
quality
that
was a
quality was a
process, not a
process, not a
program.
program.
Quality is
Quality is
management's
management's
responsibility.
responsibility.
Yet
Yet
Crosby also
Crosby
believed
also
that a
believed that a
committed
committed
workforce
workforce
based upon a
based upon a
committed
committed
management team
management team
would
would
produce less
produce less
errors.
errors.
Since
Since
Crosby
Crosby
stressed the
stressed the
costs of
costs of
nonconformance with
nonconformance
customer
with customer
specifications as a
specifications
way to
as a way
measure
to
the cost
measure
of
the cost
quality,
of quality,
he
he
also
also
emphasized the
emphasized the
necessity of
necessity of
obtaining
obtaining
correct
correct
customer
customer
requirements.
requirements.
Cost of
Cost of
quality.
quality.
Most
Most
managers agree
managers
that poor
agree that poor
quality can
quality
cost the
can cost the
company a
company
large
a
amount.
large amount.
Because
Because
businesses are in
businesses are
business
in
to make
business to
money,
make money,
Crosby
Crosby
asserted that the
asserted
way to
that the
measure
way to measure
quality was
quality
through
was through
costs.
costs.
Preventing
Preventing
defects in the
defects in
first
the
place
first
is the
place is
least
the least
expensive way
expensive
to
way
ensure
to ensure
quality.
quality.
Flawed
Flawed
processes can
processes
yield
can yield
products and
products and
services with
services with
defects. So
defects. So
management must be
management must be
responsible for
responsible for
designing
designing effective work environments. Zero defects. Again,
Okay, guys, thanks for watching this entire session and video. Do you have any questions? You can ask. Any question, guys?
Sir, no.
அரவிந்த் எத்தனை பேர் ஆப்சண்ட் கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்க யாராவது.
சொல்லட்டுமாங்க சார்?
ஒரே நிமிஷம் அப்படியே இருங்க, நான் ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணுறேன், அப்படியே ஆப்சண்ட் போட்டுக்கிறேன். என்னோட ஸ்க்ரீன் தெரியுதுங்களா?
சரி சார், தெரியுதுங்க சார்.
சொல்லுங்க ஆப்சண்ட் யாராவது.
சார் ரோல் நம்பர் 8 சார்.
ரோல் நம்பர் 8. ஓகே.
சார் 13. 13.
ஓகே.
24.
ஓகே.
சார் 27.
ம்
28.
ம்
சார் 38.
ம்
41.
ம்
சார் L2 சார்.
ம்
L3. சார் L10.
ஓகே, இப்போ
சார்
தேங்க்யூ.
அவ்வளோதான்.
ஓகே ஓகே guys, thank you. You can exit from this meeting.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you, sir.